I get it when you're staring at the kitchen counter and thinking about adding an espresso machine, there's that little voice asking, is this really worth the space and the money? I've been there, scrolling through endless specs, watching unboxing videos, and trying to picture how a fancy coffee rig would actually fit into a weekday rush or a lazy Sunday brunch. If you're on the fence, the best way to settle the question is to walk through a typical day with the machine in front of you and see if the promises line up with the reality. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. First off, the Philips 5500 series is marketed as a one-button solution for everything from a straight espresso to an iced caramel macchiato, thanks to its 20 preset drinks. That sounds great in theory, but the real test is how it behaves when you're actually juggling a morning commute, a kid's breakfast, and maybe a quick video call. The moment you press the power button, the SilentBrew technology kicks in, and you hear a soft hum rather than the typical clatter of a traditional pump. In my own kitchen test, the machine was ready to pull a shot in under a minute, which means you can actually have that first espresso before the bagel even hits the toaster. No need to wait for a preheat cycle that drags on for 5 minutes. The QuickStart feature does what it says, and the quiet operation is a genuine plus if you share a wall with a bedroom. The biggest selling point, and probably the thing that will make the most difference in daily life, is the LatteGo milk system. It's a two-part, sealed container that spins the milk into a silky foam with just one button press, and the whole thing comes apart in seconds for cleaning. I tried it with whole milk, oat milk, and even a low-fat option. Each time the foam held its texture for a decent amount of time, and the cleanup was literally a rinse under the tap, no fiddly frothing one to scrub. For anyone who enjoys a latte or cappuccino but hates the after-hour scrubbing session, that simplicity is a real time saver. Now, the grinder. Philips uses a 100% ceramic burr, which is touted as preserving the flavor of the beans better than steel because it stays cooler during grinding. In practice, the grind is consistent enough for both espresso and a longer Americano without having to adjust the grind size manually. The machine also lets you store up to 3 user profiles, so you can program a stronger pull for your partner and a milder version for yourself. That's handy if you have varying taste preferences in the house. You just select the profile and the machine handles the rest. What about maintenance? The AquaClean filter promises up to 5,000 cups before you need to replace it, and it does a decent job at preventing scale buildup. The filter replacement is straightforward, just snap it in, and you're good to go. The machine also has an automatic descaling reminder, which is something I've seen get ignored on many other brands. In the few weeks I've owned it, I haven't needed to run a full descaling cycle, and the machine's self-diagnostics have kept me informed about when to act. For a user who doesn't want to become a coffee techie, that low-maintenance approach is a big win. But there are trade-offs you need to weigh. Because the system is designed for convenience, you lose a certain level of control that a traditional semi-automatic machine offers. The 20 preset drinks cover a wide range, but you can't fine-tune the brew temperature, pressure, or exact shot volume beyond what the preset allows. If you're a coffee purist who likes to experiment with grind size, DOS, and temp pressure to chase the perfect extraction, you'll feel a bit boxed in. The ceramic grinder, while great for flavor retention, isn't adjustable on the fly, so you're stuck with the manufacturer's preset grind settings. Space is another practical consideration. The 5500 series sits on a sturdy base and measures roughly 15 inches wide, which isn't tiny. If you have a cramped countertop or prefer a minimalist aesthetic, you'll need to make room for it. The machine's footprint also means you'll have to plan where the water reservoir and bean hopper will sit, especially if you're sharing the counter with a toaster and a blender. That said, once you allocate the space, the unit's design is stable, and the water tank is easy to pull out and refill without spilling. Who should actually buy this? If you're a busy household that wants caf-quality drinks without learning the intricacies of espresso extraction, this is a solid pick. It shines for families where one person wants an espresso, another wants a latte, and a third is happy with an iced coffee all at the touch of a button. It's also a good fit for small offices or a home workspace where the silent operation won't disturb meetings or video calls. The built-in profiles make it simple for guests to get a consistent,